Brian,
Yes, sir.
you know why Ollie didn't go to JC?
Why didn't Ollie go to JC?
Because oligopoly. Welcome to today's podcast. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, today I have with me my friend who will introduce himself later. But if you heard the previous podcast together with Amabel, you might find his voice very familiar because previously he was behind the camera.
Hello, everyone.
Alright, so who are you and what are you doing now?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me on this podcast.
Hey, sorry, wrong one.
Thank you.
Hey, wow, we got live audience, yeah.
What? Yeah. My name is Brian.
Yeah.
I'm still a student at this point of time. Yeah. So I'll be graduating next year, and I'm just chilling now, lor. Yeah. Doing this podcast with Pierre. Huh?
Yay! Okay. So Brian,
Yes.
how's life been so far?
So far so good. Yeah. I'm in my second year of uni. I just
You know why so far so good?
Why so far?
Because you're sitting on the sofa.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do the sound.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, just chilling now. I just ended my third paper yesterday. So
How's it? Yeah?
I don't know, man. Like I don't know why people choose to specialize in statistics for like as their major
As a degree, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's so tough. Like math, I love math, but stats is just completely different. Yeah,
Why?
on the
Why?
whole,
So what's the statistics on people failing statistics?
very high.
So this is like everybody after they take a paper.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Like after the paper, like the course group will go crazy and be like, "Oh, the lecturer sucks. Oh my god, the paper is so difficult." Everyone's just like venting their anger on that one group chat.
oh
So
my
when
gosh.
after paper, when I take out my phone, the Telegram group is like 200 plus messages. Everyone just being like super ragey. So yeah,
Damn.
that's how messed up the paper was. Yeah.
Okay. So I think for those of nobody knows who you are lah. Nobody knows who I am anyway.
Who are you?
Who
who
okay,
am
but
I?
anyway, so I think for me I went to JC, right? But
Mm.
for Brian he went to poly. His poly that was very, very interesting. So instead of Ollie go poly, we have Brian go poly.
Brian go poly.
Hey, where's my Oh, is this one?
Hey, I want to press.
Okay. Okay, sorry, just having fun with the SFX. Because I just pre-programmed all this yesterday, so I like
Still fresh.
I still don't know what is what. I know I always like mix everything up together.
Okay, no problems.
Okay, but anyway, so how was your 3 years in poly life like?
Well, I think to sum up my poly life, it'll be crazy, messy, but also very memorable.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say crazy stupid love.
No lah, no stupid bro, crazy and love.
No, I got stupid what?
Where God, you stupid. Yeah, I think it was a very like different experience. Like
Yeah.
I do have many friends who went to JC. Like majority of my friends actually went to JC.
Yeah.
So here's a
JC
backstory.
sucks.
Yeah, so here's a backstory. Like I studied business studies in Ngee Poly. Yeah, so I specialized in like finance and entrepreneurship. But I'm currently pursuing none of that in uni. Yeah, I'm currently studying like business analytics. So
Yep.
it's still something business related, but also IT related. So it's like I guess two combined into one. And I guess
because that's where the money is at lah.
no, it's to future proof myself.
Because that is where the money is at.
Also can. Yeah. So in secondary school, I had a clique of I have a group of 8 friends. So of the 8 of us, 6 of them actually went to JC, and then
Yeah.
only 2 of us went to poly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Was the other person called Ollie?
hey, how you know?
Serious ah?
Ollie go poly, bro.
No, like for real, your friend called
No
Ollie.
lah.
Oh shit, what the?
Yeah. So like only 2 of us decided to take the route to poly, and like a lot of my friends were questioning us like, hey, your results were okay. Why you don't want to go JC? Like
Yeah.
it's a safe route. You can actually it's an easier route to go to uni. I think that's like
that was the misconception back then.
That's a
lah.
misconception
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
Like, and my teachers also encouraged us to go JC because like if you did well academically, they assume that you will do well in JC as well. You do well in JC, and then you will also like hopefully get to a good local uni lah.
Yeah.
And that's like the correct path for any student in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like my friend, I just like no lah. We enjoyed studying for sure. Oh, that's crazy. We enjoyed studying for sure, but then we also want to do something different. We want to specialize in something else.
Okay.
Like not like do like meaningless things. Yeah. So the
Oi. Excuse me.
study meaningless subjects.
But yeah, actually JC was quite stupid.
Tell me something about chemistry now.
Do you know that for organic chem,
Mm-hmm.
like organic chemistry,
Yes.
I didn't have to study because I dropped to H1. See, there's something about chemistry that you didn't know. Haha.
Huh? You don't have to study?
No, okay, sidetrack, but basically JC got H2, you got difference like H3, H2, H1, right?
Okay.
So I was taking 4 H2s,
Okay.
but the basic requirement is 3 H2, 1 H1.
Oh.
But cause my overachieving ass was like, okay lah, 4 H2 should be okay lah. Well, I died in J1, yeah. But okay, but partially also cause I spent my entire playing lah. Like we had this boarding program, right? I just play table tennis every single night until the guard come chase me and my friend away. Hey, Shen Wei, that's you. Then after that, we'll go up to my room or his room, right? Then we'll watch movie until like 3, 4 a.m.
Yo.
Then we'll wake up, cause school starts like 7:30, right? We'll wake up at 7:20. We like rush chong where everything run down to the parade square.
Yo.
And then what happened? In lecture, right? Then I'll text him, hey, cause we like our class, like the timetable about there one.
Okay.
So when we go for lecture together, right? Cause it's an auditorium, right? We'll go to the back, then we'll just sleep. That's why our grades like shit.
What an eventful JC.
Okay, but okay, back to you on your poly life.
Yeah, but yeah, I think poly life for me was very colorful. Like I got the opportunity to join many camps, to participate, to plan, and to even like mentor the younger my juniors lah when it was time for them to plan and execute the camp as well.
Yeah.
So I think like that took up a bulk of my poly life. A lot of time was spent like in camps, but aside from that, I think it's still. I mean, you're still a student.
Were
and
you?
still have to study?
Were you? So, okay, realistically speaking, right? How much time? What was your like? Let's say you have a pie chart
Okay.
of your time.
Okay.
How will you segment it among all the things you have to do, like studying? How much time you devoted to camps, family? Yeah.
Wow, I think poly was a time where I actually got to explore, to discover who I really was, and to meet new people as well lah. So I think there was a lot of factors that came into place. Like, so going back to the question, like for pie chart, maybe like 20% family, 60% camp and friends.
Walao.
Then the other 20% is for studies itself lah.
Okay.
So I'm not a model student.
But he's a model camp person.
A model camp person back then.
Back then.
Now no more energy already. I wonder how I used to have so much energy to chiong for all these camps, you know?
Bro, I tell you, last time, right, when you're 17, 18, 19, even 21, you will be different. We all a bit different one. Like you got the energy.
Yeah, we were at our peak when it comes to energy.
Was I at my peak? Yeah, I would say so.
I was definitely at my peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of things just happen in poly. Like anything specific you want to ask?
Okay, so like what were some of the more memorable moments you had in poly?
Memorable moments. I feel like the most memorable part was when I actually. Okay, so let's backtrack a bit. So when I first got into poly, then there's always like orientation camps. So during these camps, you meet new people, you meet like your group leaders, and then you get a glimpse of like how the school culture is like, how your faculty culture is like, how the people really are. Yeah. So back then, like, wow, I was, cause like what I said earlier on, like I was super enthusiastic. Wow, I really wanted to
sell ons.
I super sell ons. Wow, really like everything. Any people say, like, yes, I want to do.
He's a yes man.
You free or not? I free, bro.
When you got a lot of shit to do by you. No, I free.
I free, yeah. Yes man, I was a yes man, but I'll get that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then also as I was exploring, then like I think my enthusiasm was very evident to like my group leaders. So I was from the School of Business and Accountancy in Ngee Ann Poly.
Yeah.
So that means that within each faculty there's like a society, like we call it like Business and Accountancy Society.
Some call it a cult, but yeah.
Yeah, we call it BA Society for short. Yeah, so I think back then like I was super enthusiastic. I wanted to try a lot of new things. I wanted to explore things, meet new friends, and I think my enthusiasm was very evident to all the group leaders. Yeah, and then they were like, "Hey, you want to join this camp or not? You want to be part of BA Society? Let's form a team, and then let's try to go for an interview and be part of BA Society."
Okay, if Brian still has the photos, right? Ask him. Okay, you send me. If you still got photos, you send me. Then I just insert it like right here.
Yeah, I do have old photos.
Okay, I'll just put it right here for those of you watching on YouTube.
Yeah, and then like it was quite a prestigious thing to get in because for this entire process to happen, like 2 year 2 students will have to form a team with 1 year 1 students. So after orientation, when you settle down in school, like two year two seniors, they'll just come to you and they'll ask like, oh, do you want to be part of my team? Then with this team, then you go for interview, and then if you get past the interview, you be part of this the BA society.
So like you just feel special.
yeah, so I felt special lah. Like, I mean, definitely like a lot of energy, enthusiastic. I can make new friends. I think that's what like my seniors saw in me lah. Like, oh, I can do this. I'll be a good fit for their team. And then quite a few seniors actually came up to ask me to be part of the team. But I eventually
popular demand leh, Brian.
不要这样啦。Yeah, but I eventually settled for one of the teams, and then we actually went for the interview.
Yeah.
We passed. We got through an interview, and we were part of BA society lah. And one thing so prestigious about this is that like only 8 teams were selected to go.
Out of how many teams?
Out of like I think for the year itself, I think 60, 70 over teams.
Brother, what the hell?
Yeah, so imagine 60 to 70 over team of like 3 people went for the interview. It was like it's like a 1 month interview. It took 1 month to complete all the interviews.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then like only 8 teams were selected, and my team was the privileged one, the fortunate one to get selected.
Yeah.
Be part of this.
No. It's not your team is privileged to be selected. It's they are privileged to have you.
Yo, if you put it that way, then okay. Yeah. So I think that was one of the more memorable like times I have in poly lah. Because once you get into this team, you have to find like your group leaders, and then you are essentially achieve
so you're in charge of like one clan lah.
One clan or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think from there on, like things sped up very quickly. Go for events, play for camps, and then eventually our main objective was to facilitate and execute the orientation camp for the next batch of freshies lah. So that was like my role.
So like what are the other events that you went for?
What other events? So besides so for me, like besides orientation camps, there are also your own faculty camps. Like
this orientation camp is not your faculty, Anna.
Oh, it's for faculty also. Like, okay, faculty orientation camp.
Okay.
Then you still have other faculty camps.
Why you got other faculty? You not responsible for your own faculty only,
So it's quite a big school. So they have they have multiple organizations as well.
Yeah.
So you have like BA society, you have like things called BA envoys.
Also, it's the same faculty but different societies.
Yeah. So it's like I can be part of like the society. Okay, so society is like independent. So it's like society, then you have this, they have that, you have A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
But then being in one doesn't allow you it doesn't restrict you from being like part of the other organizations.
Okay.
So even though I was in B society, I could also attend camps and be GLs for
other
the different
societies.
Yeah.
But all is under business
all under business
accounting. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So aside from that,
you were involved in Red Camp, right?
So another one was the outreach secondary school outreach camp, which is like Red Camp.
So what does Red stand for? Go for the camp. Oh, don't know the name.
No, we were told what Red Camp stood for.
Then
I forgot lah, bro. It's been it's been
about 7 years.
No lah, it's been about
8. Oh, your secondary. Oh yeah.
For 3-4 years lah, 3-4 years.
Huh?
Army, then now
Hey, bro, talk the mic.
Army, then
4-5
years.
Wait, so you were involved in Red Camp the whole way,
So Red Camp was only when I was in 2nd and 3rd year. But for the business camps was from year 1 to year 3 lor.
Wow, Piang, you kisiao sia.
Yeah, so that's why I said like camps took up a lot of my time. Like
Okay.
you always see like the group leaders facilitating the camp, being that rah person, or like making sure you're well fed, making sure that welfare is there. But then there's also like a lot of preparations that are done behind the scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like 1 to 2 months behind, like worth of preparation.
I think okay, because like I didn't go poly lah. So then after that in JC I wasn't a GL because my grade sucks. Dude, you know I passed the interview like with the counselors.
Okay.
Then because my friend was in the council, then she said actually we wanted to select you, but the teacher said no because of my grades.
Oh wait, your grades play a part in your
dude, my
selection.
grades. Yeah, my grades played a part. Yeah. yeah. So like then I was damn sian. Yeah, but anyway, so like I think when I went university, then that's why I think a bit more key self for camp also. But that lasted for like less than 1 year lah.
Oh wow! But at least you gotta try it out.
Yeah. But okay, anyway, I think when we talk on the topic of camp, right? I think because I don't know where poly start. Yeah, poly study. But I guess for anyone who's poly or whoever's going to poly or whatnot, right? Like, who would you recommend people to join camps in general? Like, what do you think is the good thing about joining this kind of school camps? Like, let's say from a participant point of view, not like okay, so we talk about participant point of view
Okay.
and also like from planning com side, like main com side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was fortunate to be able to be a participant and a person who plans the camp lah. So I'll talk
Yeah.
from the participant point of view first.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think like when you first come into poly, you are new, you don't really
You're
know many
fresh
people.
blood.
You're fresh blood, and then like you only have, if your friends from the same secondary school who come together with you in poly, like they're probably all you have, or maybe some friends from outside, but
Yeah.
that's all the people that you know. And
Yeah.
I remember during my first week of school, like they were the only people that I stuck to. Like we were just like, hey bro, where are you? Let's meet here. Like I have no friends at all yet. Yeah, and I was like, yeah,
It's a
just
very short yet lah. After Brian in poly, I tell you, there's nobody in Ngee Ann Poly that doesn't know Brian's name. I tell you.
yeah. So I was like, wow, bro, where are you? I need you. I need to find you. Because me being
I need you.
I will consider
I
my
want you.
I-
Get your ass here now.
No. Yeah. So like I think me being like extroverted in nature, like
Yeah.
I just don't like being alone. I
Yeah.
need someone to be beside me and to like I need to walk in a group, Not like gangster, but like just need someone beside me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like they were the bunch of friends that I hung out with for like the first 2 weeks lah.
Okay.
But then because of like orientation camps, because of like all the camps that happen in school, like I got to meet new people.
Yeah.
I got to open myself up to different environment.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like camps are for you to meet people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like regardless of, I mean, camps may be fun. They may have exciting activities for you, but I think one thing about camp is that you meet people, like out of your circle of friends,
Yeah.
and that's where you continue to expand your connections lah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not saying that connections are not important, but like you just get to meet new people from different walks of life. You get to
Yeah.
interact with them. You get to share experiences. They get to share the experiences with you, and then I feel like that's how I really grew as a person in poly.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I was able to meet these people. So
Yeah.
as a participant point of view, if you're a freshie, if you're deciding whether you should go for the camps, then I think go with an open heart and mind. I really recommend you go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
just-
it's also like as in from a uni perspective, is like when you go for this kind of camps, because as a guy, right, when we go into university, we're like 2 years behind the girls in our batch. So technically, when you go into university, you only have your guy friends.
okay,
That's very limited already. So you need to like expand your social circle and whatnot.
correct.
But at the same time, when you go for this kind of faculty camps, because let's be honest, when you start school, right,
Mm,
you like having friends in the same faculty will definitely benefit you.
definitely.
Because you can study together, you can help each other, do project together. Like if you all know each other, then it's a much better platform to start working together from.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah. So because you are able to meet new friends, then
Mm.
some of them may actually be like your project group mates.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes for poly, like our timetables are randomized, or you
Yeah.
get to, or randomized, or you actually get to select your own timetable.
Yeah.
But then you never know, you don't really know who your classmates will be. So there's once
correct.
like I went for a camp, then I met this bunch of people, then we were friends, and then we had to do module selection. Then when school started, I saw my friend in the same classroom. Like, hey, you also in the same module as me, same class as me, Then like, yeah, then we came project group.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's up, bro? Hey. Yeah, then we became like project group mates, and
Yeah.
it was so easy to work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's one pros of having for going camps as well,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. Then from the like facilitator point of view, from main com planning team point of view.
I think that is different. Usually to be a main com or to be in a subcom, you definitely have to be a participant first
Yeah, definitely.
to go through the experience, to know what this camp is all about, the agenda, the mission, the vision, that kind of stuff. And then when you go for interview to be main com or subcom, and when you pass it, and when you actually get to plan for the camps, I think it's a whole new different experience,
Yeah.
because you are not only looking at the camp from a participant point of view, you're also looking at like, how do you want to add value to the campus?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you make the camp as memorable as possible?
Yeah.
Leave the best impression.
Yeah.
Give the best welfare.
Yeah.
I think these are a lot of things that we have to take note of when we are planning or like doing up a camp. And I mean, it sounds easy when I say it, but like the time, effort,
Bro, shack,
and
bro.
time, effort, and like I think the added pressure to execute it well also plays a part lah. And
Yeah.
let's not forget that besides camp, you're still a student. So
Yeah.
you have to balance your studies.
Yeah, so I think on that note, right, that time I remember you said like there was one time you went to the chalet to plan for the camp.
Mm.
Then you stayed there, then you never even changed your contact lens for how long? What, 2 days?
2 days, bro.
Walao.
Yeah, so it depends. So like the activities like varies. Like
Yeah.
for some camps, like it's a small one. You just go to school, execute the camp, and that's it. But for
Yeah.
some, there are like camps before the camps. Like, so we have like an icebreaker at a chalet, that kind.
Like
everyone to
for the participants.
for the participants.
Wow,
For everyone to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's mainly for like the orientation camps.
Okay.
Yeah, we go chalet, everyone get to know each other. And oh, you're in the same clan as me. Then
Oh wait, so is all the camp participants? It's not segmented according to clans.
this is the segmented according to clans.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, then
Wow, shook, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so actually I should backtrack a bit. I feel like I'm jumping the gun.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like what I said earlier on, I got 8 teams. So 8 teams will have your 8 different clans lah. So for my clan, like we plan a chalet.
Yeah.
Then we got all the group leaders to come together. Then we did icebreaker, did activities like amazing race around Singapore, cycling, then games, activities, food, barbecue, etc. To get everyone like to get comfortable and familiar with each other. Yeah. Then after this, then we go for 1 month of prep. In school and all, do our props, do our performance.
Yeah.
Forming our subgroups.
Yeah.
And then eventually go for the orientation camp lor. Yeah. This is one of the larger scale camps, but for like the other faculty, the non-orientation camps is just like go for like 4 days 3 nights and then pangkang lor.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You do have like a few briefings like here and there, but that's about it. You just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, very big difference,
Big difference.
Okay, so why do you think like camps are so fun? Like what do you enjoy so much about camp that made you want to go back and plan for a camp?
I think I enjoy like to even want to go back to plan, right? I think you must first enjoy it as a participant. Like
Yeah,
I saw the
definitely.
meaning and the value behind it though.
Okay.
Like I see earlier on, like friends played a huge part.
Yeah.
Like you meet new people,
when no one told you life was gonna be this way. Okay, yeah.
Well, our friends was one. Then some of the friends that I met in camp, I'm still friends with them, still in touch with them.
Yeah.
And then the experience itself, like the fun, the value, the experience that you gain throughout the camp also played a huge part. Like, why would you want to go back and plan for something if you
didn't enjoy yourself?
Don't enjoy yourself at all.
Yeah.
It's like doesn't make sense, but
True.
for me and like for some other of my friends, we enjoyed it. We thoroughly enjoyed it. That's why we wanted to go back and help out again.
Okay.
Maybe like back in poly, it's like, I want to be part of a main comm or sub comm because like Saki, like you're part of a community, you're part of a committee, then you're basically part of something. Like you belong somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you get to
I think there's like the identity there like
the
a group, like hey, I'm part of something bigger than myself.
Correct. Then you get to run. You get to call the shots. You get to run the show.
Yeah.
So I think that's what a lot of like poly students like also lah. Like
Okay.
besides friends, besides experiences, like they want to be able to have like the ability, the freedom to call the shots, make the decision, and to run the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because okay, I think like it's very different from like whatever we do in secondary, even what we did in secondary school. Because in secondary school we still have to get a lot of supervision, a lot of clearance from the teachers in charge. But poly is more free flow, is it?
Poly was okay. Like I mean, we still do have to like instead of asking permission, we will have to write
proposal.
Okay. Proposals to our lecturers. Then like the faculty head will like, okay, vet through, see if the activities are okay, see if safety standards are met. Then only then like he or she will approve the plan lah. But I think recently there was the incident of like the peeing case.
Oh wow!
Poly,
hey, okay, quick. We digress a bit, but what are your thoughts on that?
I thought that was ridiculous.
This kind of thing got happen or not during your time?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I know of. But like when I first saw the news, I saw Ngee Poly. It's like wow. Like my first impression was like Ngee took so long to build up this camp culture, this image of camp culture that was very safe for students. Okay. Like I didn't feel like I was being threatened when I go for camp.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect myself to do like stupid things like this.
Yeah.
Like imagine like telling your parents, I'm going for a camp or to make new friends, to enjoy myself, blah blah blah. Then after you end up getting peed by other like students.
But wait, that one was like part of the camp, like what ritual or some shit.
That one was like the freshman orientation camp lah, which is like organized by like the student union, which is known to be more rabak lah. I'll put it out there lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think like, I think it's never a concern or in someone's head that if I go for camp, I might be forced to do something. Okay, doing something uncomfortable versus doing something that is degrading, right?
Yes.
I think it's very, very different.
Correct.
Yeah, like okay, honestly, when you go for camps, it will be uncomfortable in the sense, especially if you're an introvert, you're not really used to like wanting to make friends.
Yep.
Or not very comfortable with a lot of people. But going for camp, you will feel uncomfortable lah because you're out of your natural state, ma.
Correct.
Out of your comfort zone. But there is a line to draw with between what is comfortable, trying exploring new things and doing things that just degrade your humanity.
Yeah, so I felt like the entire experience, like about the pin case, was just completely degrading. It wasn't
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It was just like, oh, this is our ritual, and we're gonna pee on you because it's part of the camp, which I thought was like ridiculous. Like as a planning committee person or as a group leader,
Yeah.
like why the hell we want to do this to people?
Yeah, like why do you want your freshies to
Why do you want
feel
to
that way?
Why do you want to pee on freshies? And what kind of satisfaction do you get from the experience? Do you want to show that you're superior? Do you want to like exert your dominance on the person?
Yeah.
Or to show that you are the boss of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, which it's just absolutely disgusting lah.
Yeah, actually what happened to them after that? They got disbanded, is it the student union?
They got suspended, if I'm not wrong.
Like the people involved lah.
I think the whole union got suspended.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because it's not a one. I mean, they allowed it to happen.
So it's actually
Like,
the whole
It may be the fault of like the GLs.
okay.
But then I probably believe that it was the union that allowed this to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming back to
Wow, we
it's
digressed.
it's okay. It's interesting. Yeah, but I think like the other point is like, so we talked about why people should join. Are there any reasons why people should not join a camp?
Should not join the
Yeah,
camp.
I think that's not referring to joining a main committee or planning, but because that one is really if you like the camp, I think, and if you can balance your schoolwork, okay lah, that's quite straightforward. Just don't. If you cannot balance, then quite straightforward. Just don't join lah.
Okay.
Yeah, but as a participant, right, are there any things you feel that should warrant them to, okay, maybe I don't join. Maybe this is really not for me. Because earlier we talked about stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think there's anything that warrants someone to say that, oh, actually I should not join a camp?
Actually, that's a great question though.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I talk about like going for camps, like meeting new people and all, I think one thing that I didn't mention was like how my seniors would come up to me and say like, oh, you're gonna join this camp? Okay, they'll ask me like, oh, are you gonna join this camp? And then they'll tell me like, oh, this is a good camp to go because of the culture, the environment.
But
And
this is as in your seniors in secondary school lah.
no, as in like my seniors in poly. Okay, so for orientation camp is like you have to go on.
Okay.
Yeah, but for like some faculty
You better
camps,
talk to the mic.
sorry. I keep looking at you, yeah.
No, then you just just like just move the yeah, that's right.
Oh shucks! Oh my god, I saw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, see. Then come.
Okay, yeah. So for orientation camp, like all freshies will have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you choose not to go, then I think it's a huge loss, like, because you don't get to meet your first bunch of friends in poly.
Yeah.
But then for like your faculty camps, like some seniors will come up to me and say, "Oh, you're going for this camp, ah?"
Wait, so this orientation camp is what, for the whole school?
For the whole
The whole cohort going to Nian.
yeah, no, for the whole cohort of business students.
Then how is that different from faculty camp?
Faculty is the business school, ma. Faculty is like
Oh,
the
cause
whole
you got
Ngee Ann poly.
cause you got business and accounting lah.
Yeah.
Then okay.
No, business and accounting is one school.
Okay.
Then there's like School of Film and Media Studies. And
so
School of
this
Engineering.
orientation camp, right, is for the school itself, like for each individual school?
each individual school.
Okay, then what is faculty?
I call it faculty lah. I don't call it school.
Wait, so what is the difference between a faculty camp and an orientation camp?
Same. Faculty camp is okay. So orientation camp is like orientation camp itself. Faculty camp is the camps within the school within the school lah. Yeah lah. I mean, oh my god.
Wow, I'm damn confused by them, but yeah, just continue. No, cause in uni, right, it's like when you go for camps, right? So let's say okay, so we have this thing called the Big Four lah. Now I think it's called Big Three, cause some of them, I don't know whether it's back, but never mind. So these Big Four camps, right?
Okay.
People, irregardless of not irregardless, there's no word called irregardless. Regardless of the faculty you're in, like be you're from like, let's say Nanyang Business School, you're from SPMS, you're from School of Bioscience, right? You join this, is a school-wide one, so everyone's from different faculty, different course. But when you go for faculty camp, right, let's say Nanyang Business School, right, it's just for that school only, lor.
Okay, so
Yeah.
everything I'm talking about is faculty based.
Okay.
Yeah, faculty based.
So you
yeah.
got two camps, one orientation for faculty based, and then
There are many different other.
then for the society one.
Yes, a lot essentially.
Okay.
Yes. So yep. So we didn't own faculty. Okay, I use the word faculty.
Okay.
Faculty refers to the School of Business and Accountancy.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So within the faculty, there are multiple camps lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, including the orientation camp.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Clear.
Clear?
Let's go.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Yeah. So there are some camps that my senior advised like, hey, don't go lah. This one like, don't think it's wise to go because like heard the planning committee quite rabak. They will do this to you, do that to you. They will scare you. Some of them like they're predators. They will want
Predators means like if you are like freshie like girl, then
Mm.
you go in right, all the guys target you.
yeah, then they hunt 小妹妹 one that kind.
Yeah.
So that's why they will be very cautious lah. I mean these seniors, they look out for you and they want the best for you.
Well, thank God for good seniors.
So
Yeah.
thank God for good seniors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only like the only reason why people don't sign up for particular camps. And like which
Yeah.
brings back to your question, like what are some reasons why
Yeah.
people should not sign up for camps? And I think this is one of the big reasons, like camp culture.
Yeah.
Some camp culture
definitely.
very wholesome one. They
Yeah.
y'all watch movie at night, meet new friend, play games, sleep over, talk about
Yeah.
life, like give you a life advices about poly, that kind of stuff. But the others for some other camps, they're out to wreck you. Dirty game. I mean, dirty game is fun, but like it's just on a whole other level.
The
Like,
what is fun?
They'll do like dirty games. I mean, dirty games is fun.
means what?
Or like they make you slide in the mud,
Che.
throw soap over you, go into a sauce pool, that kind.
Okay lah, normal lah.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised that some people at poly they don't like one.
okay.
It's like
okay.
it's not recommended by lecturers.
Okay, but if you're sensitive skin, then
Oh yes,
don't do this kind of nonsense lah.
Yeah. So other than that, I think it's fine. I still encourage you to join.
Yeah, I think like on your point is that I agree lah. I think camp culture is one thing that you should really take note of when you're going in. Cause okay, for generic camps, right? Normally their culture okay one lah. It's quite like they don't have a quote unquote a niche. Like okay, let's say for uni wise, right? Some camps are known to be physically taxing.
Oh, for real?
Have
Like you
like
why
you
is it-
macam go back army like that. Serious.
Huh?
They will make you wake up right at 5 a.m. You fall in with your fuel pack. Then you just do PT the whole way for 4 days, 3 nights.
But it's a school camp, bro.
I don't know, but people sign up cause people say like, oh, you from, then when they go to uni, they're like, oh yeah, I'm from this camp. Then people are like, wow, not bad, Saki.
You finish this camp, bro. Ups.
But then in my head, I like, you see, I me go back to NS again.
Wow.
Then there are other camps are more like party kind, more fun. Like they play games, but they also drink a lot, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Then there are other camps like what you said lah, like they're more wholesome.
Okay.
Or some camps like I know this one camp in MBS, right? From what I remember, they I think before COVID, right, they will arrange like for tours to companies one, so you can like start looking at your internships one.
Huh?
But some people will like it because it is an opportunity to get
Sign me
ahead.
up.
But for me, is you siao I come to uni, then you want me to like study, so go into so far, I'm gonna play. Yeah. So I think it really depends on like what you want, your personality, and whether it fits lah.
True.
But like what Brian said, I think in general, go for the generic orientation camps.
yes.
If there is one lah. So cause these are usually more tamed, they are usually more for everybody kind.
Yes.
Like
I agree.
some camps there is a certain expectation of what kind of personality you should have. Yeah, like the very party kind, very rara kind, you must be a very rara person.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I think on that note, when we are I think the other thing about camps is that let's take a look at, instead of being a participant, let's talk about being a planner. Like what made you so ons about wanting to be a planner for like not just 1 year but for 2 years?
3 years.
You year one planner already? Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
What
I was-
the hell?
Yeah. I won't say it's so ons, but it's more of like okay, like actually quite ons.
You damn ons.
I was quite ons.
bro. I tell you, this guy, he friggin' ons. Every time we ask him what you doing, playing cam more.
Playing cam more.
When's your next cam? 2-3 months from now. Then after I finish, you ask him what you doing now?
Planning
Planning
for
cam more?
Planning for next cam.
Yeah, exactly. It's like cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No lah, but one thing is that because I think for my first year I was like a planner or so, and then when I moved on to second, third year, it's more of like seeing my juniors plan as well. Like,
Yeah, you go back as a koko.
yeah, I'm seeing them take out the responsibility,
Okay.
seeing them execute it, seeing them like make your proposal better lah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the very satisfying part.
Yeah.
Yeah, of being like a planner itself, and like I think to see that watch them soar and watch them grow. I think not bad lah. I think that was the main motivation, like behind why I choose to go back.
Okay.
But then also I have to enjoy it first lah. and
yeah lah,
I
definitely.
definitely enjoyed it lah.
Okay.
Because when you plan camp, it's like it brings people together, and you're just
Yeah.
with them. You get to hang out. You get to talk about other stuff besides camp. I think
Yeah.
there's like a sense of like community, I guess,
Okay.
sense of belonging. But like what you said earlier on,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what what every poly student would like to have lah. To belong to some group, to some organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Whoa.
I realized I didn't on this, so I'll just not on it for the rest. So it's consistent sound lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, so with so much like what you said, basically your time was 60% of your time was spent on doing camp stuff, right?
Wow, yes.
20% family. That means 20% was for studying and other chapalang stuff.
Yep.
So how did all the amount of time you spent on camp, right? What were some of the negative and positive effects on those 3 years of your poly life?
Wow.
And if even up to now lah, yeah. I think because the main thing is, yes, camps are fun. We both agree camps are fun.
Mm.
But there's always the repercussion of as with everything in life, whatever you do, there's a consequence, right?
Yes.
So what is the ripple effect of your decision to be so heavily involved in all these camps?
Wow, this is a very heavy question.
Bro, I sent you the notes, bro.
Yeah lah, but you know, for the podcast, bro.
Okay
Wow.
lah.
Yeah, but I think my choice to commit a lot of my time to camps has led me to neglect many things. So I said like 20% family, like it may actually be like lesser than that actually.
10%.
Yeah, maybe lah, maybe.
Hey,
Yeah.
you watch this with your family then you ask them, hey, so actually how much time did I spend with you?
Actually, I only see you like once a week only.
I only see you on Sundays, bro.
Yeah, so like I felt like I'll talk about family first. Like I felt like I kind of neglected them because
Okay.
I'll go to school. I have classes at like maybe in the morning or like 8 to 10 a.m. Because I stay in Tampines and near Poly all the way at Clementi, so I have to leave house early just to make it on time for school. And then I'll go through school, and then like classes will probably end like 4 5 ish.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after that, that's where we start to come together, stay back in school, plan for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that took up a lot of my time lah. Like so, I'll like leave house very early and come back very late, and then
So like how late is late?
by the
Like
time I'm home,
11, 12
maybe 11, 12, sometimes 1. And by then, my parents were already asleep. Siblings were
Then
asleep.
what time you wake up, sir?
Wake up like 7 or 6, 7 or.
So you get like about 5 to
I rarely
hours of
rarely
sleep,
slept. Yeah, I didn't get lots of sleep in poly.
Walao.
Cause of like cause of the time spent now on like planning, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think planning aside, you also just go out with friends, supper.
Yeah
that kind of
lah.
stuff.
This kind of
Yeah.
thing you plan until at
Must
night.
do, must do one.
Siapa? Okay
Eh.
lah, let's go.
10点了 supper. Yeah, that kind. So yeah lah, I think I neglected like a lot of family time. Yeah, but thankfully my parents were very understanding. They got say a bit lah, like, hey, why you so busy with school? You got very busy, man. Why you never spend time with us? Or that kind of stuff. And like, of course, I felt it lah. But at that point of time, I couldn't do much because
you were
already-
so involved.
I was so involved, and I already like made a decision to commit, and I couldn't let my teammates or my juniors down, man. So
Yeah.
I had to do it.
Brian, the man of the hour.
Yeah. Then family aside, I think the greatest regret that I have,
Yeah.
like from all of this, right, was neglecting my friends from secondary school.
Oh.
Like my greatest regret.
Okay.
Like once I went to poly, like I completely let go of everything. Like I was so busy to even like meet up with my friends from secondary school.
Are you still friends with them now?
I'm still friends with them, but we just don't meet. Like
Not as close lah.
I don't even think we are close anymore, bro.
But are they close among themselves?
Those who went to JC, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, because only 2 of y'all went
Yeah.
to.
So like
okay.
so I said 8 of them, 8 of us. 2 went to JC. 2 went to poly, myself and another girl. 6 of them went to Meridian JC.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay,
the 6 of
okay.
them naturally be closer, man.
Yeah lah, cause same JC also mah.
Yeah, correct. Then I think my greatest regret was to not initiate or not to go for like any outings that we
Yeah.
went for.
Yeah.
Because I was just too damn busy.
Yeah.
I say sorry bro, I can't make it, or even on a Saturday, like, wow bro, sorry, I need to meet my committee. We need to go recce, we need to go and buy stuff.
Yeah, he Saturday all busy on. That's why
Yeah.
after that I come church.
Yeah, and talk about that later. Yeah. Yeah, and for some reason, like most of my Saturdays are burned. Like even when it was not camp period, right, I'll just be out. Like even after camp period, after planning everything is done, like we'll just be busy like meeting our groups, like just making sure that we stay together.
Yeah, I think cause you also like okay, I think the thing about orientation camp is that as your job as a responsible GL or plan committee or whatnot, right? You want the bonds to sustain. So like the camp is just them to meet and form. Then
Yeah.
you still must like
What's
help
important
them
is
grow along the way,
Yeah.
maintain, put them together, that kind of things lah.
you will want your subgroup lah. We call it subgroup. The subgroup
Okay.
to last.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a common topic among like GLs is, oh, your subgroup still talking or not? You're still alive? How active is your chat? Or do you all
Wow.
still meet up?
Okay.
When's your dinner? Yeah, so this was how like we GLs measure the success of our groups back then. I don't know lah. I think it's quite
shag
quite shag. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So back to regrets. Yeah, lor, I think secondary school friends are from my secondary school, and then like church friends from secondary school also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I completely like dropped everyone. Like I used to be so involved in like all of their lives. Like If you need me,
Thank you for not dropping us.
okay. Yeah, so yeah, lor, like I used to be very involved in like all of their lives.
Yeah.
But then once I went to poly, right, wow, I disappear. Even they said, "Hey Brian, where you go?"
You all know about the term ghosting, right? Brian invented that.
I,
Hey,
I,
JK.
I ghosted like 2 groups of friends, yeah. Yeah. And then
Who's the second group, yeah?
my secondary school and my church group.
Oh.
My secondary school
okay,
friends
okay,
in
okay,
secondary
okay,
school.
okay,
And
okay,
then,
okay,
my
okay.
dad group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the biggest regrets. Like, I see a lot of people who still like hanging out with the secondary school friends, they're just chilling, they having like lifelong friendships. But then like I don't have law cause but that is my fault also, cause I neglected them. But then now as I grew older, after army, after poly, after army, now in uni, I think slowly like trying to initiate stuff, things with them again, to go out and all, start to rebuild the friendship again. I think that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do with them right now. Yeah, I think
He is lah.
yeah, not easy lah. Not easy to initiate after neglecting them for so many years. Yeah, but slowly but surely. Yeah. So I guess that's the biggest regret
Yeah.
of of um
Of being so involved.
of being so involved. Lah.
Okay, okay.
And then the third one will be, so I talk about family, I talk about friends. Then last one is studies.
Yeah.
Completely neglected my studies. Like I will study like 1-2 weeks before, like in advance before my papers.
Okay.
Which is definitely not enough because you still have to cram so much like knowledge in your brain.
Yeah.
And it's not just one module, it's like I think 4-5 modules per semester.
Yeah.
I thought I could do it lah, but like I just couldn't. Yeah, so I just crashed. Yeah, and then my priorities were not set properly. Yeah, so it's always like friends and camps and other miscellaneous stuff above studies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so which I thought being involved with camps and hanging out until late timings was very cool. This is the poly life lah. Don't disturb me lah. Like study, pass can already.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But like I think that was the wrong mindset to have because this mindset led to a downward spiral of events.
Okay.
Especially came to studies lah. Thankfully I didn't fail anything, but like just didn't graduate with the GPA that I wanted.
That you wanted.
That I would like to have and to go to a local university lah, which I didn't manage to achieve.
But honestly, like okay, I think that is the consequence. But I guess like where you are right now, honestly, Brian, you're doing very well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like especially with all your internship opportunities and whatnot. I think that is in itself is like, yes, we can make bad decisions in our lives, but it does not mean that our life is a downward spiral after that lah. I think there's always a place where we think to ourselves, hey, I want to make a difference.
Yep.
Yes, I've been making bad decisions up to now, but okay, I want to make a change now. It's not too late to make a change lah, I would say.
I think people will ask me like, oh, do you regret any of your decisions that you make?
Yeah.
I would say I only regret the friends, but other than that, like it's this journey that has made me who I am today.
Yeah, definitely.
And the decisions that I make today are like based on like my past experiences. Like,
correct.
Failure makes you stronger. Failure makes you learn. Failure makes you grow.
Yeah.
I think that's a very important aspect of life. If you don't fail, you don't learn, no. Yeah, and then like I just like whatever that I have now, I'm just very thankful. Like I know that I messed up in the past, so I'm not gonna let it happen again. And I'm trying to make up for lost time lah, in a way.
Yep.
Yeah, which I think was a very valuable lesson.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just need to learn it the hard way lah.
Yeah, and I think I'm someone who learn things the hard way. Like my parents always tell me like, hey, don't do this. If not, you will end up like that. But then I don't listen, and I end up like that. And then they're like, see, I tell already, don't want to listen to me. Then I'm like, yes, should listen to you.
But then we never learn lah.
But then I never learn. I'm still like that today.
Yeah.
But then it's because I become like that I learn to become something else, which will benefit me somewhere along the line. No?
I think ultimately like it's failing is fine, but it's just whether we learn from our failures lah.
I think I read from like, I was watching some anime. I think it was
which one?
I think it was Black Clover.
Oh
yeah. So it was like I forgot the character's name.
You describe. Maybe I know.
But it was the water tribe one.
The Noel's brother.
Noel's brother. So Noel's brother was Noel's the brother.
Noel's the girl.
Noel's the girl. Then Noel's brother.
Yeah.
Was Noel's brother was talking to Noel.
Yeah.
Or someone else. Or
Asta.
No. Okay. Anyways.
We digress. Yeah. But what was he saying?
So the older character told the Noel.
Yeah.
She said that it's okay. It's okay to be weak. But stay. Shucks. Wait. Let me think. Like.
Okay. Well, he thinks we provide some music.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Okay. Why not you just rephrase it? To what's the essence of the message?
Being weak is okay. Failing is okay. But staying weak is not okay.
Wow.
But-
Yo. Wait, where's the applause? Is this the applause?
Yeah.
No, this is the laughter. Where's my applause? Yeah, oh,
Wow,
yo, good shit, bro.
I blank out for 30 seconds. I was like, wow. Because I don't know, that impacted me so hard because
Yeah.
like I knew that if I continue failing, if I continue to go down this route, right, I know it's bad for me, but
Yeah,
it's about how I choose to like take a step, but look at myself like from a bigger picture and how I'm going to become better after this.
yeah,
Which is like very important lah.
definitely.
So whatever setbacks or failures that you have in life, maybe in poly or in JC, it's not the end. Like whether you do well in school, I mean definitely that's important in Singapore's context. But
Yeah,
wherever you are, whatever you do, just know that it's like what Pierce said, it's not the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still make something out of yourself and contribute to society in your own way.
yeah. I think we're gonna wrap up soon because it's been quite long. If not, later become another 1 hour episode. But yeah, I think back then while you were in poly, cause we still hung out, right? Like I always remember this story. You see, I think when you were year one, wait, I wrote this down cause the day I was thinking about it, I quickly typed down. Yeah, basically, you remember you told us that there's this one guy in Yan. I think he's confirmed your senior.
Okay.
Then cause last time you always carry the sling bag, right?
Oh yeah.
You know the GR always like to carry the sling bag.
Yes.
Then y'all go camp, y'all got like a badge, right?
Yes.
Then remember you told me this guy, his entire bag was filled with badges.
Yep.
Then your senior asked you, then you said, I remember you said, wow, cool, yeah, I want my entire bag to be badge. Then your senior tell you gonna ask him what's his GPA.
Oh yeah.
Then his GPA was damn cui lah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was damn funny when I thought of it.
I became that very person.
Yes, yeah. You're like the one that,
Wow.
like imagine like you year 3, then some freshie come in, then they look at you. I want to be like that. Then his year 2 senior say, you ask him what's his GPA.
Okay lah, but there are some people who are very camp style, but they also manage to like juggle their studies properly. So I think like if you were to be a participant for camp and to plan for camp, right, I think one very important advice I can give you is manage your time properly.
Yeah, definitely.
Like really, like camps and friends are important, but they are your primary role is still a student, and you should focus on your studies.
Yeah, so to wrap things up for this podcast, I think ultimately based on your experience, right, how would you advise someone who wants to do all these things in poly, but how you advise him to like juggle his time properly? What are some advice that you can give based on your experience?
Wow, based on my experience, I
Yeah,
think first of all, like I think surround yourself with people who also want you to some people
who want you to do well both in terms of like your social life, camp as well as studies.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Surround yourself with people who want you to succeed lah. I mean in terms of like friendships and in terms of like studies. Because having these friends will allow you to balance these two lives. Like your friends know that camps are important for you and you need that social energy, but then they also know that studies is important for you, and when you are going too far and beyond, they will catch you back lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very important. And secondly is just to have that mindset and the understanding that camps is not everything lor.
Yeah, definitely.
Like friends and camps, these experiences. Okay, camp experiences are temporal.
Yeah.
Friends, you make a lot of friends along the way, but then your studies is still number one lah.
Yeah.
You're still a full-time student, like what I said, and that should be your focus lah. And that was what I did not catch when I was a poly student. Yeah, for me it was the other way around. I was like, studies no, camp yes. Yeah, so just manage your time well. Do up a calendar if you need to. Surround yourself with people who wish you the best, who want you to succeed. And I think with that you should be fine lah. Yeah, don't study last minute. Be consistent. Yeah, I think that's what I learned. That's what I'm learning now lah. I wasn't very consistent last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a uni student, it's very important to be consistent. If not, you struggle towards the end.
I'm still not consistent throughout my past 3 years of uni. Okay, but then I'm gonna we'll talk about that another time. Yeah. I think like for me, I didn't go poly, but I guess based on my own experience in uni, where cause similar to poly, you have a lot of control over your time. There's a lot of things for you to try. I think ultimately, there's this triangle that I always remember, like this 3-point triangle. It says so the 3 tips of the triangle is let's say social life, studies, and sleep.
Oh yes,
you can only have 2 out of 3 of these.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, so whatever you do, right, just know that there is always a trade-off lor. And but if you're willing to make this trade-off, right, then just go ahead and do what you want.
Yeah. So to end this off, I think just know what your priorities are.
Yeah.
Make good friends. Surround yourself with people who want the best for you, and just most importantly, just enjoy yourself lah. Yeah, no pressure.
Nope. Pressure.
No pressure.
All right, with that, we come to the end of today's podcast. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.